Do you really believe that making more money will automatically make you happier and more fulfilled in your life?
Most people spend their entire lives chasing more, believing that more will finally make them feel enough.
You think that once everything in your life becomes perfect, then you will finally feel satisfied and happy. But even people who seem to have everything often feel empty and unsatisfied deep inside.
They achieve their goals, they buy what they want, they reach success, but something still feels missing. And that missing feeling never truly goes away, no matter how much more they try to add to their life.
So the real question is, why does this happen to so many people in the first place? Why do we keep chasing happiness, but never seem to hold on to it for very long? The answer lies in how your brain is designed to work behind the scenes every single day.
Once you understand this, everything about happiness will start to make a lot more sense.
There is a concept called the hedonic treadmill, and it explains why happiness always fades faster than we expect.
Whenever you get something new, your brain quickly adapts and turns it into your new normal.
At first it feels exciting, different, and special. But that feeling does not last as long as you think. Soon enough, what once made you happy becomes something you barely even notice anymore in your daily life.
And then your brain immediately starts looking for the next thing to chase and feel excited about. This creates a cycle where you are always wanting more, but never truly feeling satisfied for long. You keep moving, you keep achieving, but emotionally you remain in the exact same place as before. It is like running on a treadmill, putting in effort, but not actually getting closer to lasting happiness. And that is why external success alone can never guarantee that you will feel happy in the long run. Because your brain is simply not designed to stay satisfied for long without the right habits in place.
But here is the part that most people never really understand about how happiness actually works in real life.
Happiness is not something you find outside of yourself, no matter how much success or money you gain. It is something you build from the inside, through the way you think and the actions you take every day. And the most powerful way to build it is not through big changes, but through small, repeated habits. These small actions might feel simple, but over time they completely reshape how your brain experiences life. Researchers have discovered that happiness is not random. It actually follows a clear and measurable pattern. About 50% of your happiness is influenced by your genetics and natural personality traits. Only about 10% comes from your life circumstances, like money, appearance, or environment.
But the remaining 40% comes from your daily actions, habits, and the choices you make every day. That means nearly half of your happiness is actually within your control, starting from what you do today. You are not stuck, and you are not broken, and you are simply following patterns that can be changed. And once you change those patterns, your experience of life begins to shift in powerful ways.
You start to feel more in control, more present, and more satisfied without needing external things. And it all comes from something surprisingly simple: the habits you choose to repeat every single day.
So now the question becomes, what habits can actually increase your happiness, starting right now? The first habit is getting natural sunlight in the morning, something simple that most people completely ignore.
Sunlight helps reset your internal clock and signals your brain to wake up and feel more alert naturally. And it also boosts your mood by increasing serotonin levels, which directly affects how happy and calm you feel. Just 5 to 10 minutes outside in the morning can make a noticeable difference in your energy and mindset.
The second habit is moving your body, and it does not require intense workouts or complicated routines. Even a short walk can trigger the release of endorphins, which are natural chemicals that improve your mood. Movement also reduces stress and anxiety by helping your body process tension that builds up throughout the day. You do not need perfection here, Just consistency, even 10 minutes a day, can completely shift your state. The third habit is practicing gratitude, one of the fastest ways to change how your brain sees your life.
Your brain naturally focuses on what is missing, but gratitude trains it to notice what is already good. You do not need a long list. Even writing 1 or 2 things each day is enough to create change. Over time, this simple habit rewires your thinking patterns and increases your baseline level of happiness. The fourth habit is reducing social media, because it silently affects how you feel more than you realize. When you scroll, you compare your real life to other people's highlights, and that creates dissatisfaction. Even if you do not notice it, this comparison slowly lowers your mood and makes your life feel less enough. Reducing screen time, even a little, can immediately bring more peace and clarity back into your mind.
The fifth habit is focusing on small wins, because progress is one of the strongest drivers of happiness.
Completing even one small task gives your brain a sense of achievement and control over your life. These small wins build momentum, and that momentum makes it easier to keep moving forward.
Over time, these tiny actions create confidence, discipline, and a stronger sense of direction in your life. The sixth habit is human connection, something that is deeply wired into us but often overlooked in modern life. Humans are social by nature, and meaningful conversations can instantly improve your emotional state. It is not about having many friends, but about having real moments of connection with someone you trust.
Even a short conversation or sharing a laugh can significantly boost your mood and reduce stress. The seventh habit is sleep, which is often ignored, but is one of the most powerful factors for happiness. When you sleep well, your brain resets, your emotions stabilize, and your ability to handle stress improves.
But when your sleep is poor, everything feels harder, and even small problems start to feel overwhelming.
So if happiness is built through simple habits, why do so many people still feel unhappy? The first trap is comparison, constantly measuring your life against others without realizing it. This makes your life feel smaller, even when you already have enough to be content.
The second trap is chasing perfection, expecting everything to be flawless before you allow yourself to feel happy.
But perfection does not exist, and chasing it only leads to frustration and constant dissatisfaction. The third trap is overthinking, living in the future and worrying about things that have not even happened. And when you live like that, you miss the present moment, which is the only place happiness actually exists.
Imagine one person who has money, success, and everything they wanted, but still feels stressed and empty inside. And another person with a simple life, but who values connection, gratitude, and small meaningful moments. Who do you think is truly happier, and which life actually feels more fulfilling in the long run?
Happiness is not something you chase in the future. It is something you build through small daily actions. You do not need a completely different life. You only need better habits and a more intentional way of living. Pick one simple habit and start today, because your happiness is something you can create right now.